in this Swedish pine forest, and here in this Norwegian field. Here too, among these Danish cows. Would it surprise you to know that it's a British product? It's one of our biggest exports, yet we hear little about it at home. Acid rain. Doesn't it make you glad you live in Britain and not Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Iceland?
Excuse me, madam, sorry to trouble you. I wonder if I could trouble you for the price of a couple of shares.
Well, I'm sorry, but as you have absolutely no income, there's no way I can recommend the bank grant you a loan. I'm sorry. Good day to you.
Hello again. And coming up next on Naked Video...
We'll look at the nuclear debate and examine the Labour Party's controversial new alternative to Trident.
Royal news. And we have film of the embarrassing scenes at a state banquet when Sarah Ferguson and Princess Margaret turned up wearing the same outfit.
We'll be going abroad to see how they're coping in Venice since deregulation of the buses.
And we'll be investigating complaints from helicopter pilots about the lack of onboard toilet facilities.
Then we'll be asking, where are they now? Paul Daniels' toupee.
Then we have an interview with two Soviet generals just back from the USA following successful talks on arms reduction.
There'll be all this and more. But first...
You keep out there. More drinks and a special one for Tommy.
A special one for Tommy. Come on, Tom, get it into you. You've got to have a good go at getting alcoholic poisoning on your stag night. Here, wait a minute. Is it no about time we get the trousers off? Oh, there's plenty of time for that.
Get more drink to the wood.
Come on. Let's take all his clothes off and get some boot polish and rub it all over his body, eh?
Any cigarettes left?
Get more drinking, Alec. And then I've got a brilliant idea. Why don't we all take our clothes off and see how many of us can cram into the same toilet cubicle?
Tommy, it's nearly 10 o'clock. You should be comatose by now.
Here, how about a wee song and a dance?
I did a song.
Fabulous idea. A song and a dance. And then Tommy can drop his trousers and his wives and lift up his shirt and give it all a good shake, eh? Just for a laugh, like. I just happened to have my camera with me. Why don't we just drink?
Aye, well, drink, mate, drink.
Aye, come on. That's it. Come on, get it done you. That's the point, Tom. It's collapsed.
He's turning grey. We'd better do something.
Quick, get the trousers off.
I just don't know what's happening to today's society. I mean, have you seen the youth of today? Their ridiculous clothes and even more ridiculous hairstyles. I blame the parents. It's up to them to set an example, like I have. Come on, Perce, we're going to be late. On we go then. Let's put forward.
Right, let's dress this window.
I can't do that.
Topshop say you can do it.
Principals say you can.
Richard say you can do it.
Debenham say you can do it.
There are more than 100,000 companies as part of the new 2-year YTS.
And after my training's over?
Topshop say you can piss off. Richard say you can piss off.
Debenham say you can piss off.
P&S say you can piss off.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Come on! Oh,
Come on, yeah, come on. Sod this for a lark.
You're a right miserable bunch.
So you are. Come on, we'll find a better pitch than this.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then...
Singers today, all weirdos with gimmicks. There's not one of them could hold up a candle to the great Al Jolson. Now, there was a singer. You didn't get Al Jolson with his face all covered in makeup, huh?
Lives in the city, drives a jeep. The fact is, we understand and appreciate country ways.
Yes, like baking our own bread and collecting wood.
Go on, River.
Party. Nobody's here yet. But there's plenty of time. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, Mum won't let me have a party at night. Got the refreshments all sorted out. I haven't got a record player, but I got plenty of newspapers for people to read, so we'll be all right. No, there's a funny thing about parties. I usually find that the people who aren't very popular end up standing in the kitchen. I'm not one of them. No. Because I'm never invited to parties, really. But I did think, if they forgot to ask me, why not phone them up when they're having the party and invite them all here? Trouble is, because they forgot to invite me, I don't actually know where the party is. But I only know there is a party because everyone says there isn't one. But it'll be nice when they get here. I'm looking forward to playing Guess the Name of the Anorak. My girlfriend Gravel will come. She comes round most days. She usually brings me a little present, a dead bird or something like that. She knows I like animals, although, as a rule, I find live ones more pleasant. She might bring her sister. Nice girl. Latrine, her name is. Gravel's a bit of a tearaway, really. She's got this enormous Welsh motorbike, a Ronda 500. She says she can do a ton on it. I'm not surprised. Took me into town on the back, and I nearly did a ton as well. She wanted to join the Hells Angels, but they said she was too rough. Oh, she does some terrible things. The other day, she frightened poor old Mr. Gacky. He was going in to find out why they never answer the phone in the hearing aid shop. And Gravel came up to him. Gravel came up to him and exposed herself. Well, he thought he was being attacked by two skinheads. He thought they were after the lead in his surgical boot. It's terrifying, but fortunately, he had the presence of mind to throw himself under a bus. Yes, he knew he'd be safe there. Wish everybody'd hurry up. I want to practice making small talk, like this. Oh, hello. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. Oh, upstairs. Do that and everybody thinks you're charming. I saw it on Dallas. Of course, it's no good having a proper conversation. I tried that once. I asked someone, how's your mum and dad? Still dead. Oh, they're not any better then. I had to do my tortoise impression to cheer them up. I haven't done it yet. Yes, they have. I was joking.
Sexist, you bastard! Are you talking to white people, eh? Racist! Fascist! Rapist! Heterosexist! Scumbag! Participate in this gathering!
Enliven your party with a right onogram.
Excuse me, thank you. Excuse me. Let me through, please.
Oh, thank goodness. Are you a doctor?
No, I'm a nosy bastard.
Well, I've been camped out here all over Christmas and New Year. Well, to make sure I'd be first in the queue, you know. But it'll be worth it. The opportunity of a lifetime.
Doctor, see you now, Mrs. Young.
Clamp. Forceps. Quickly! Oh! Clap that bleeder! Clap that bleeder! Oh, we're losing him! We're losing him! Sponge! Sponge! Swab! Swab!
Better hurry, Doctor.
I know! Oh, sponge! Swab! Oh. Right. Close him up. Silk! Silk! Oh. Stitch him up. That's it. That's it.
All right, stop there, please. Brian Jackson, you finish first with a Krypton factor of 10.
Right, well, I've come on the video box because I'd really like to talk mention the... Because there's been quite a lot of, recently, there's been a lot of... Because people aren't really aware that the, because without the... Anyway, no, what I'm really wanting to say is I just wanted to be on the television, actually. Right, okay. Going.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we had Darren, Lee, Shane and Corky. Now, what did our panel think of them? Let's start with Nina Miscott.
Yeah, the voice of a castrated hyena. I mean, his face looks as if it's been made from the leftovers of your last nose job. And those bulges in his trousers look about as authentic as the bulges in your chest, Marty, dear.
Anyway, let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just be serious for a moment, we and you faces like to do our bit for charity, especially the old folks. So that's why we have as our second panellist, Mr. Hughie Green.
Oh, thank you, Marty, my love. Thank you. I mean that most sincerely. Thanks, I really do. Because, you know, I think it was disgraceful the way I was treated by Thames Television when they asked me from Opportunity Knocks. And I think, friends, and I mean this most sincerely, that it's even more disgraceful that now that the BBC are bringing it back, they've got Bob Monkhouse to present it instead of me. So, friends, we want you to write to your MP and get me my old job back because, friends, we want to see me. We really do.
Right, let's move on. Sue Pollard, what about you, love?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what's that inadmissible cow going on about? I mean, so what? If he has got a voice like a castrated hyena, it never stopped me, does it? No, my only criticism is Darren is a nice, tall, hunky bloke. And rather than have him come on all withdrawn and shy, I'd like to have seen him come on bollock naked.
Well, thank you, Sue. And remember, friends, if you can't spell Bob Monkhouse, just write filthy, thieving upstart and we'll know who you mean.
Can we now have your comments on Darren Lee Shane and Corky?
Of course you can, Marty, my love, of course you can. And you know, I'd just like to say that when I had my show, we didn't upset poor, hopeful young entertainers. I'd just like to say, Nina, that I think it's too easy to be negative and it's too easy to criticize them, especially when they're as bad as Darren Lee Shane and Corky.
Look, could I just interject here? I mean, I think my constructive criticisms may have been misinterpreted. I mean, all I was trying to say is that Darren Lee Shane is a subhuman cretinous zombie, that's all.
So, friends, remember, if you can't spell subhuman cretinous zombie, just put Bob Monkhouse and we'll know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that Darren and Corky have hung themselves. So what have you cruel buggers got to say about that?
Well, I like the little dance he did at the end.
Fine night for it, Hawkins. No moon, no fog. The lighthouse is out of match. There's many a fine shipload of sailor boys been lured to these here rocks.
There be the clipper now, sir.
Steady with the lantern, Hawkins. These sailor boys is in for a big surprise tonight. Come a load of
Funny one you wanted.
Good old Yellow Pages.
Excuse me, could you tell me the way to the train station?
Oh, yes, certainly. You go right down Nelson Road, turn left at Mandela Corner and past the Nelson Arcade, across through Nelson Mandela Square, past the Nelson Mandela Library, and that brings you onto Road in Nelson. You go right past W.H. Mandela and Son, down the road from there, and you'll see Nelson Mandela's column. Go under the Mandela underpass, over the Mandela overpass, and...
Forget it. I'll take the bus.
Fascist.
Well, on long journeys, there has to be two drivers, you see. One to drive the bus, of course, and in case he's feeling sleepy, well, another one to wake him up. Oi! Thanks, mate. As it's safety first with this company, it always has been so.
I've failed my driving test 6 times now. But at last, this time, I think I've got it right.
Good evening. And there came from the east a man who was sick of the palsy. And he said, "See this palsy, I'm sick of it." Now, this chap was obviously felt aggrieved at his maker, and most of us would say with good cause. The palsy can leave one with intense cramps and severe colic. And, of course, the word colic sounds a bit like collie. A shepherd's dog. And speaking of shepherds, the Lord is the shepherd, the good shepherd. In fact, he's quite an excellent shepherd all round, and I'd go as far as to say that if he were around today, he'd win one man and his dog hands down. But would the good, nay, brilliant shepherd, would he desert his flock? Certainly not. Well, unless they'd been contaminated by Chernobyl fallout. Oh, it's easy to question the ways of our Father, huh? Sometimes, well, we all feel that in the great free prize draw of life, we've won a Betamax video recorder. Fear not, no. For I'm sure in the kingdom of God, the video libraries will have all the latest releases in the Betamax section. Not just Jaws 2 and Porky's Revenge. So now, as we prepare for bed, let us look within our own minds to seek the answers to life's eternal questions. What are we all doing here? Why do pubs have car parks? And most perplexing of all, how did the Phantom of the Opera get a fully functioning pipe organ down a wee manhole into the sewers of Paris? Good night.
Sometimes, when I play football, I cheat. I break the rules. And sometimes, the referee, he take my name. Sometimes, he even send me off the pitch to take the early shower. That is when I reach for Pop on a Road. Pop on a Road. Queens, right down to your conscience.
I didn't care much for school, no. All that maths and English stuff. From the age of 6, I spent 10 hours a day down at snooker centre.
And what's your highest break?
I don't know. I can't count.